Now we want to get back over to our reporter Bree Buckley in Hollywood, who's been watching the latest round of flooding here in South Florida. Bree, it's looking pretty nasty behind you.
Yeah, it is. The water up here has risen so high, actually, in the last little bit. It's gone down since we first got here. You see on the ground here, it's even hard to see where the road ends and it turns into the curb here. We've seen a lot of people jump up over this curb. If you take a look with me over here, we actually have a gentleman who's being towed right now. That's what happened to him. The water was so high earlier that he didn't realize that the curb had come up right there. And it's hard to tell right here. I'm not going to step in because it is pretty dangerous to do so. But the water right here is just so high that that's what led him to then be stuck here in the water. You see his work van is being towed out. We'll hear from him in just a second, but I wanted to show you over here. There's a car that is coming through. We've seen that a lot. Cars just driving through the water, even as it's been higher. And if you look further down the road, the roadways here look more like rivers than they do actually roads. You can see the mail truck, though, still making its way through. Let's take you to some chopper video here that shows an aerial view of what the water looked like just a couple hours ago from above. You can see quite a few cars were trying to make their way through, as well as we saw a gentleman that was out there in the water, it appears, just walking through. Since we've been here, like I mentioned, a lot of cars have been coming through. We've even seen some bikes that are going through as well. Like I mentioned, we spoke to that man who got stuck in his work van, not realizing how deep the water was. Take a listen.
It's nobody's fault. I mean, you can't predict the weather, right? So, if it rains, when people are driving, you see the guy driving, it's splashing up, you can't really see the road. When there's another car going by, you try to keep her in the boundaries, but you can't really see the side of the road, so that's exactly what happened to me.
And that's what happened to him. He did not see the side of the road, popped up over the curb and ended up stuck, like we mentioned, now being towed by AAA. He said he'd been waiting a few hours. This neighborhood, however, is not, I guess they are used to this is a better way to say it. We talked to a couple neighbors who say they're a little frustrated that this happens every time, frustrated with the infrastructure, saying that the drains don't do their job out here, as some say that they just understand Mother Nature is doing what she does, and it's hard to keep up with that. Of course, messaging, if you see large bodies of water here, they say to not drive through it, to turn around and don't drown and don't end up stuck in the water like this gentleman was here. For now, reporting live in Hollywood, Bree Buckley, CBS News, Miami.